arms, and the government was armed to the teeth in terms of their preparedness to deal with me, and that I was an agent of the Western governments.
I personally suspect that since there is this threat from the MDC, and they know that there is some alliance to some extent, if this was going to succeed, obviously when the MDC would call one, a lot of people were going to take part. So they just want to send a clear message to those who would one day dare to demonstrate against this regime.
No, what it is really, as we were walking, when we were going for a demonstration, there were about 200, 250 somewhere. We were about 200, 250 there, made up of, I would say, maybe 60 were women and the rest were men. So when they stopped us, the police, like I said, 30 of them were holding guns, and then the other 60 were holding all these batagos, the one that they used for beating us. That's when they stopped us and started beating us. And then from there, after beating us, they told all people to run away. But then we said, well, why should we run away? I'm not running away. You've beaten me. You've told me to go. You haven't told me the reason why you are beating me.
I was getting to town to demonstrate. I wanted to tell the government that what you are getting is peanuts. Like myself, I'm earning 15,000 a month, and I've got a family of 4. So when you were getting
Prisvinneren deltok i denne filmen fra sykeseng med bandasje på huet. Det er en stor ære for priskomiteen å tildele den første Arthur Svensson-prisen på landsmøtet her til Industri og Energi i 2010 til generalsekretær i Zimbabwe Congress of Trade Union, eller LO-lederen, Mr. Wellington Chibebe. Vil du være så snill å komme frem? Takk skal dere ha. Mr. Wellington Chibebe, you will have the prize because for what you have done for the trade union movement in your country, Zimbabwe. And the committee are sure that the prize will be taken good care of and be used for the whole trade union in Zimbabwe. So, congratulations very much, and we have something more than the prize for you today. Yeah. This is a diploma. And maybe this is a crystal ball made by our members in Hardeland. And also with the name of the prize winner and what for he have got his prize. So, congratulations once more. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Mr. President of the conference, members of the committee of this prestigious award, dear delegates from the Union, our international friends who are international guests at this conference, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. Allow me, on my personal behalf, on behalf of my family, and behalf of the toiling workers of Zimbabwe, to thank, firstly, the Union for coming up with such a prestigious award for a worthy cause, and secondly, the committee for also taking note of our fight for the right of workers in Zimbabwe. I thank you most heartily. I also want to thank those who nominated me in absentia without knowing. And to me, the nomination and the award came as a great surprise, because I never thought, and even at the time of being advised, first through a phone call, I wanted to make sure that it was true. I wanted to ensure that it was not one of the jokes. If it was on the 1st of April, I would have thought it was one of those jokes. It was only when my personal secretary came with the letter from the Union, signed by our colleagues, that I believed of having won this prestigious award. I am touched, and I believe my colleagues, two of them are here, Mr. Francis Gombedza, who is president of the Chemical Union and a member of the General Council, and Madam Priscilla Jandire, who is also a member of the ZCTU Women's Committee and Southern African Region Women's Committee member, who are here with me, invited by the Union, are also shocked to witness this occasion. It's not easy to be a trade unionist in Zimbabwe. But whilst it's not easy, it has not been easy for us. We never thought that our effort would also attract the eye of our colleagues and the international community. We thought we were in a better situation like other colleagues the world over. But surprisingly, we have been shocked by this realization that yes, our efforts were also noticed by our colleagues here in Norway. What we have done and what we have been doing, particularly your union and LO Norway, is like bringing flowers to those in hospital. When they are sick and very sick, you find colleagues bringing flowers. Medicines, yes, can do wonders. Doctors, yes, can do wonders. But without that touch, personal touch from colleagues, family, friends, coming to hospital with flowers, the efforts of nurses and doctors may come to naught. And your efforts of recognizing our efforts, coming to our rescue in terms of political, moral, and material support has been of great assistance to keep us going, because We jokingly say we are desperately trying to keep our heads above the mud because we are already underwater. But because of the support, we are able to keep our heads above the mud. And lastly, I would want to salute my colleagues back home for our efforts as leaders would have been nothing if we had no dedicated, committed, and resilient membership. The membership that has seen it all, the membership that has been tortured with us in the trenches, the membership that has seen the wilting down of the economy from 1980, over 30 years, to the extent that at the height of economic meltdown, our dollar was $1 to 35 quadrillion, whatever that meant. And to this day, we have now switched to multi-currency, British pound, Pula, and South African rand. But we are pleased to advise you that our members have not abandoned the struggle. They are still with the unions. And I'm excited to note that you are saying together as one, together we will move. And together, ourselves, yourselves, and the workers of the world, we will overcome. And I would want to thank you most heartily. Once again, I thank you.